Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra. That Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you update coming from Enugu State Governor, and the headline reads: Sit at home, Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah vows to drag instigators and enforcers before ICC. This man is very funny. He's a very funny man. Before we continue, I'd like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're just coming across my channel for the first time, kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. So, Biafrans, I bring you update of what Governor of Enugu said, that he's going to drag instigators and enforcers of sit at home before ICC. Onye forgery certificate na ekwu okwe ga ICC. Onye ka ICC help. So, here is the news in detail before we continue. The Enugu State Governor, Dr. Peter Mbah, said his administration is considering the option of dragging both the instigators and enforcers of violence and the illegal sit-at-home order in the state before the International Criminal Court, ICC, in the Hague, Netherlands, to answer for the crimes against humanity they have committed. This Efulefu in Biafra land knows the truth, or knows that sit-at-home can only stop once Ohamadike is released. I'm happy. Go to ICC and they will ask you, what is the cause of the sit at home? Then you have to answer them. So we must continue. Mbah spoke during a press conference held at the government house on Friday night. The illegal sit-at-home order imposed by pro-Biafra group in the southeast to protest against the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, which he said had paralyzed economic activities in the state. Declared that the state was winning the war against sit-at-home enforcers and would never take orders from people he described as the murderers and the enemies of Igbo land. The governor said that sit-at-home enforcers are not after Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. The governor noted in the 21st century, nobody should be allowed to stay in one part of the world to enjoy life while causing death and pains in the other part. He's talking about Simon Ekpa. You don't need to be told. So Simon Ekpa is the... I don't even know what to say to these people. Let's continue with the news before we come back to the analysis. Mbah said there was no way Enugu could become the premier destination for investment, living, and tourism, or its economic growth from 4.4 billion US dollars to 30 billion US dollars when the people were still talking about or taking orders from faceless persons outside our state, instigating. We cannot be defeated by evil, and we must not allow that to happen. The governor urged concerted effort by the media committee and the Enugu people against scammongering and the fake news, which he described as the latest result by the sit-at-home promoters having lost the capacity to inflict havoc on lives and property, as was previously the case, due to re-energize the security measures applied by the government and security agencies since the ban on Monday sit at home in the state. He said the truth is that we have won the actual war against sit at home enforcers, and the murderers are how to destroy Enugu state and Igbo land. We have unleashed the security resources on them, and they have been thoroughly defeated and discomfited. Okay. Because they no longer have the capacity to unleash terror on lives and properties of Ndi Enugu. That is why they have now resorted to scammongering, peddling of fake news, and all manner of drama to instill fear in our people and control their minds and action. We practice democracy. We can never allow murderers and terrorists to dictate to us. We must not allow those who do not have the mandate of the people dictate for us how to live our lives, when to go out, when to close our businesses, and when to sit at home. What we are facing now are media terrorists using the social media to instigate fear and the peddle fake news. We must not allow them to succeed. It is total unacceptable. Nobody can make you inferior without your consent. These hoodlums are very few compared to our members. In our numbers, we cannot be taking instructions from hooligans. Okay. We must not allow those without our mandate tell us how to live our lives. We have a duty to ensure that we flush them out in all directions. They have no stake in the affair of our state. It is therefore our responsibility to reorientate our people to start coming out and going about their normal businesses. We have a duty to kill fake news and counter it with our superior pen and the media. All right. Therefore, as we are living here, we must begin to tell our people the right thing, that nobody can make them inferior without their consent, that we can't be cowed by the cowardly act of a few people, the governor declared. Okay. Okay. Before you go to ICC, make sure your result, you have already settled your case that is still in court about certificate forgery. Okay? And when you get to ICC, do not fail to tell them that the people are sitting at home because of their leader that was kidnapped in Kenya, tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. He has been in DSS dungeon for 2 years, and the Nigerian Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him of all charges. And Nigerian government, the Nigeria you are proud of, the government refused releasing him, even when their own court discharged and acquitted him. Do not fail to say that in ICC. You are giving you are trying your best, because your second hope was them enforced on Enugu State people. Okay, everything about you is hope was them as this thing. You're following hope was them step. So when you're going to ICC, make sure you have already sorted out your certificate forgery case still in court. All right, and when you're talking about those in creating fear, those are your boys, those of your fellow Efulefu's boys. Instigating fear or forcing people to sit at home. Our people are sitting at home willingly. Nobody is forcing them to sit at home. You can't tell people you don't feed. You don't have their interest at heart to come out. Okay? When the only man that have their interest at heart is in DSS dungeon. He has been illegally detained or continuously detained. You people know the truth, and you people are shying away from it. Say the truth and be free. Sit at home continues until Hamadike is released. Okay? So these things you're doing, and they at the end of the day, they may load. You're gonna have shine, and I'm ishing the caronate and well until you're able to chase the case in Abasagi or case name or Toshibido to the Shiga Wachashia. This is just the beginning. A bit of them. Okay? So those of you Enugu people, if this man is if he's the one that have your interest at heart, may obey. But if Hamadike is the only man that have your interest at heart, sit at home every Monday and show him that he have no say. He have no right to tell you people what to do and what not to do. Where was this Efulefu when Enugu was being terrorized by Fulani terrorist headsmen? When Enugu people, our mothers cannot go to farm and come back alive, or go to farm and come back the way they went there. Some of them will be raped, some of them will be butchered. Where was this Efulefu? Where was this Hope Uzodimma brother? He was nowhere to be found. You people know the truth. How you all politicians will know the solution of a problem but prefer to hide it? You people should release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You can't stop sit at home. You were not in power when sit at home started, so you can't stop it. Sit at home can only stop once Hamadike is released unconditionally. You people know the truth, but you people are running away from it. You people have the guts to challenge your own people. You see, that is why the Fulanis keep using you people. You people have the audacity to challenge your own people, but cannot face those holding the solution to the problem in your state. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged and acquitted. Nigerian government refused releasing him. Instead of you people to use all this power you people are using to challenge your own people, face Nigerian government, challenge them to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only way sit at home will stop. Biafrans have made it clear. They will stop sitting at home once Hamadike is released unconditionally. Without Hamadike's unconditional release, sit at home continues. And for those of you enforcing sit at home, so that you will hang it on IPOB neck or Simon Ekpa's neck, have this in mind. You are not doing Simon Ekpa. You are not doing indigenous people. You're doing yourself. Okay? Hamadike is there for you to be free. And if these Efulefus keep using you against your own people, you are bringing curse upon yourself, upon your generation. On Hamadike, what we ask is simple. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu to us, and the sit at home will stop. They know that that's the only thing that will stop sit at home. You will see Ifanyo but threatening to bring down heaven on Simon Ekpa. You will see this one threatening to bring down heaven on the IPOB and the Simon Ekpa. As if the people sitting at home came to him and begged him food. As if Biafran sitting at home are always, begging him for food. Our people are sitting at home. They own their businesses. You did not open business for them. You yourself, you have no right. You can only speak for yourself. You have no right to speak for Enugu people. You don't have that power to speak for Enugu people. It's up to Enugu people to say, okay, we're not going to sit at home. Not you. You are not the one. Like you say, okay, they should not listen to Simon, or they should not listen to IPOB telling them, or indigenous people of Biafra telling them to sit at home. But you want them to listen to you. That is not doing anything for them. The power you're supposed to use, okay, since you want sit at home to stop in your state, you call others. Let's have a round meeting table. The only thing that will stop sit at home in my state, in your state, is Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release. Why not we push for his release? Or why not we request Nigerian government or tell Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu to us, instead of us fighting sit at home that we can't stop? Because the more you people fight sit at home, the more stronger it becomes. God just olodo. Made a gree. At the end of the day, was he able to stop sit at home? You can't control the people. You can't control people you don't have their interest at heart. You can't control people that you don't want them to be. You don't want to see them free. You can't control them. Our people knows what they want, and they have made it clear. So you with your issue, you can't stop sit at home. So have that in mind, and do not forget, when you get to ICC, tell them, or when they ask you what is the cause of this, because people can't just decide to sit at home every Monday. What is the cause of the sit at home? Why are your people being asked to sit at home? Do not forget to tell them that it's because of Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra leader, that was kidnapped in Kenya. He was tortured 8 days. I'm telling you what you will say in ICC when you get there. Do not forget to say it. He was tortured 8 days in Kenya. And one of our brother, Ifeanyi Ubah, volunteered to bring his private jet. It was his private jet that they used in renditioning him back to Nigeria illegally. And do not also forget to tell them that Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. So Nigerian government went to Kenya and kidnapped a British citizen that is a freedom fighter back to Nigeria since 2 years now. And he has been in their custody for 2 years. Even the Nigerian Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him all the charges brought against him. Nigerian government still refused releasing him. That is why the people are sitting at home. And they will ask you a question. Why not you, or why didn't you people ask Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu? Oh, because we don't have what it takes, or we have sold ourselves to the Fulanis. We only have the strength to fight our people, not the government. You want to stop sit at home. You don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, but you want to stop sit at home. So that is it, my people. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. Thank you all.